Welcome to all the wisdom lovers to Satya Skills. Today, I would like to take one important and very critical topic which is very essential for financial sector of any country, that is devaluation of Indian rupee. Especially nowadays, we heard from many angles that Indian rupee is falling against US dollar. What is this? What is this confusion? All these things let us learn now. What is the relation of one currency to other currency? Every country has its own currency system and a standard currency unit very particular to that country. See, for example, in India, rupee is the standard currency unit. In USA, US dollar is their standard currency unit. In Japan, yen is their currency unit. And so on. Like that, each country will have their own currency system, their own standard currency unit. Currency of a country is acceptable only within that particular country. Domestic currency is invalid in other countries. Just I'll give an example. Suppose a person from India wanted to go to USA to study or to visit relatives or for any other purpose. He cannot take rupees with him because they are not accepted there. He has to convert rupees into US dollars. This conversion is called currency conversion or foreign exchange. In the process of exchange, strong currencies, usually called as hard currencies, dominate the market due to their international demand. For example, US dollar. Weak currencies lose value and they have to pay extra for hard currency. Strong currency represents the economic and political strength of that country. It is also a testimony of stable political and administrative system of that particular country. Weak currency means that the economically and politically country is weak and usually unstable by internal or external disturbances. For example, maybe civil wars, civil disturbance, terrorism, or extreme natural calamities. All these weakens the economic system. Consequently, the currency becomes weak, especially in the international markets. How and why currency conversion is decided? This is actually our major topic. Who decides this currency conversion and who manages it? Who regulates it? Now let us see briefly into that topic. A currency can be exchanged with other currency on the basis of some rate called foreign exchange rate. Example, if you wanted to convert Indian rupees into US dollars, for $1, let us suppose you have to pay 70 rupees. The rate changes continuously with the fluctuations in forex market. The value of currency in relation to other currency is decided on the basis of two market forces called demand and supply of that currency in that particular country and also its international demand. If that country depends too much on imports like oil or military equipment, they need more foreign currency and demand will be more for foreign exchange for that country. If imports are more and exports are less, then they have difficult situation for foreign exchange, that is foreign currency. And naturally, the domestic currency becomes weak as there is no demand for it. This creates economic crisis called shortage of foreign exchange. Under those conditions, immediately the government, in consultation with the central bank of that country, formulates policy favorable to encounter the crisis. Central bank is the regulatory authority over the inflow and outflow of foreign exchange. Usually, to discourage imports of non-essentials and encourage more diversified value added exports, the government may devalue the domestic currency against hard currency. Now, the government deliberately reduce value of domestic currency in relation to some hard currency. The government of the country is the ultimate authority to devalue currency. What is currency devaluation? Currency devaluation is a deliberate act of the government to reduce the value of the domestic currency against some selected hard currency for some benefit of the economy. It does not mean that the domestic value is reduced. Internally, there will be no change in the value of local currency. This is a technique to lower the purchasing power of currency in international markets only. To say in common man's understanding, devaluation of currency facilitates to get more domestic currency in exchange of foreign currency. Here, just to give additional clarity on this topic, one example. Suppose now US dollar is 70 rupees. Suppose the government devalues Indian rupee little further. Then US dollar becomes 80 rupees. Okay. Then when we have 1000 American dollars in our reserves, exchange for that we get 80,000 rupees. This is what it means here. This kind of change motivates exporters and encourages transfer of money from non-residents to a native country. Thus helps in adjusting balance of trade, that is exports and imports. How Indian rupee can become hard currency like US dollar? This one positive way of thinking or the other side of the coin. Naturally, many times we feel only why American dollar is so great, why not Indian rupee? Now let us look into this. When Indian rupee can be better or at equal state with US dollar, that let us see how it can be. In this context, to make it very clear, let us discuss the problem or the topic in reverse direction of the topic. Take example. If India exports huge quantity of products and very high value services to other countries, the imported country may need more Indian currency and India gets lot of foreign exchange. When more students from all over the world come to India for studies and more people come here for health treatments, the demand for Indian rupee will be high. When India is able to provide excellent infrastructure and suitable ambience for industry and trade development, more countries invest in India and demand for Indian rupee will be high. At the same time, more foreign exchange will flow into the country. If India is a wonderful destination for all kinds of tourism, more demand for rupee and more inflow of foreign currency. In this way, the demand for Indian rupee increases and its conversion value will be very high. Then, value of rupee in international markets will be high like US dollar. If the situation is opposite to the above, there will be more demand for foreign currency in India and supply will be less, then the value of Indian rupee will be declined. Basing on demand and supply of foreign currency, the government enhance or devalue rupee. when Indian rupee value is very high, or when government enhances its value, it will be loss to the exporters and importers will get benefited. How? Let us see. If $1,000 worth is exported, now the Indian exporter gets say 70,000 rupees. If Indian rupee is of high value, then dollar will suppose become 50 rupees, then exporter may get only 50,000. Now, with increasing the value of Indian currency against US dollar, exporters lose 20,000 rupees in their income. Under such conditions, where Indian rupee value is high in conversion with other currencies, we get more foreign currency and thus more people prefer to go abroad and less will come to India. NRIs don't find it useful to transfer their currency, that is their foreign exchange, to India. Thus, sometimes to encourage exporters and to discourage imports, the government devalue rupee against selected currency and reduce exchange value of domestic currency. Devaluation and falling of rupee value is basically a political decision based on financial and economic issues in the context of international markets. How to make currency strong? Strong currency means a strong economy and more foreign investments. Now let us look into it. This is a positive sign of development. To make our currency strong, apart from the above points we just discussed, the investment base should be strong. Foreign investments to India come in different ways. First one, direct foreign investments where they invest in industry and trade, etc. directly. This makes the economy strong. Indirect foreign investments involve purchase of shares of domestic companies that trade on a foreign stock exchanges. Commercial loans sanctioned to the domestic companies by the international money markets. Others include the inflow of investments from non-residents. So by all these ways also, the economy will become strong and naturally the country becomes strong, currency in future becomes strong. Now let us recap everything and conclude it. Now we can conclude that currency devaluation is a technique deliberately implemented by the government to reduce the purchasing value of the domestic currency in international markets so that the government can adjust trade deficit, reduce international loan burden, encourage more exports and discourage imports. Usually, fast developing countries like India resort to such techniques to make some economic adjustments for short-term benefits. That's all about this topic. I'll make another video on foreign exchange markets so that the topic will be very clear to you. Thank you for watching the video. God bless you. All the best.